guys, I'm Paula, aka Pal. Sweet Deal on Instagram, SW33TDEAL. This is Christian. We're at Special in Hoboken, New Jersey. We're gonna do a medium half fade on him and maybe just clean up the beard a little bit. So I'm just gonna start with my Wall Magic Clip open, which equals a half, and I'm taking my guideline about to the temple, and I'm just going to curve it a little bit just to give him some dimension. I'm also using my knuckle brush to just kind of clean the canvas as I go so I can see where I'm fading and what's actually there and what's not. A good trick is to keep in mind the occipital bone. You never want to keep it too low. You want to kind of bring it like right to it, your guideline, because this bone obviously comes out and it's just going to create a shadow. So if you keep it low, you'll never be able to fade that out because there's a shadow there. So it's just going to always look like there's a dark part. So I'm using my temple as a guideline, so I know to always bring it back there. Kind of just curving it out a little bit. So it's starting at the temple, and in the back it's coming right on the occipital bone. I'm starting with my 2.5. This is a 0A. And for this part, I like to use a comb as opposed to like the fade brush. And the reason why is because you want to comb this hair that's sitting right here down. And sometimes I like to just like kind of feed it into the oyster, because it's just going to get rid of that bulk and it's going to make it easier to blend in the long run. Just want to make sure this is like all the same color and just like a clean canvas pretty much. And then at the same time I can come here. I usually use the ear as a guide, and I'll use the bottom of the ears like kind of like my stopping point, and just like getting rid of this bulk over here. You can also like outline the hairline here too to kind of give you like a cleaner line there. It's like setting it up for yourself for later. So now I'm taking my 2 guard and I'm just essentially doing the same thing, just bringing it up into my guideline and kind of fading as I go. At this point I'll switch to my fade brush. I'm kind of just bringing it right in there, and you're just like you know, like, don't get too hung up on like numbers and stuff like that. Like, at the end of the day, it's an art, and like, you're kind of just winging it, you know. Like, everybody's hair is different, everyone's head is different, so it's just like, just look at it as it goes and see what it needs, you know. And there's so many different ways of doing things that like there is no right or wrong, you know? Like you have to find what works for you. So now I'm going in with my 1.5 or 1/8 guard, and it's gonna be open, so the arm is all the way down. And I'm just gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna bring it in a little bit lower than my 2. I also find that this technique is very good like if you're first learning, because it leaves little room for error, because you're not making all these guidelines and you're not losing yourself in it. You're kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like it's more of like an artistic way of doing it. More wiggle room. So my main focus now is pretty much like this area, like right below that 2. And I'm just kind of just fading into it. Just making sure it's all consistent in shade. Same deal, just go back around, do the same thing all the way around. And the brush is cleaning, but at the same time it's also putting every hair back into its place. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and close it. And I'm just going to fade this little part right here. And you can see like the original guidelines are already almost like kind of gone. So just like kind of target those pieces that are darker, and you could corner point it, use the corner to just like really direct like where you want your blade to cut. And honestly, like if you feel like it's not cutting or it's not getting rid of that, just keep going over it. You might have to go over it a lot. So if you're not, I'm not sure here what the number would be to get that out. So I just opened it all the way and I'm just going in with my longer pieces. And then I'm probably gonna close it, come back over here, try and get that again. And you're just kind of eyeballing it. Now I'm going to do half and bring it up a little higher. Now I'm going to close it. Just get rid of this part. Still looks like it's like a little dark right here. I'm swapping clippers because my other one's pretty hot right now. And since I'm taking the guard off, I don't want to burn him or hurt him in any way, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my corner, and I'm going to corner point this out right here. kind of targeting the little darker pieces that I see. Nothing crazy, just like pointing it and then just brushing it. So now I'm taking my Andes Tea Outliner cordless. And now I'm taking my comb. I'm just going to shape them up. I'll start at the temple over here. And I like to comb it down with the wide tooth of the comb. And I'm just going to make kind of like a little imaginary line right here. And then I'm just going to start to kind of angle it out. And I'm using the corners because I'm not trying to make a straight line, I'm trying to make a circle, so. And I'm not too worried about making anything too perfect because I know I'm gonna go back with a straight razor anyway and clean it up. So it's more about like just getting rid of that bulk. And then this is pretty much a 0 to like probably around here. So I know I can go pretty high with this trimmer if I wanted to like really skin it out. Get that like nice like skin taper look. Same thing over here, I'm using the corner, I'm making kind of like a flat line. And then I'm just going to start to round it. So for the top, I'm just going to lightly spray it. I'm not going to like soak it wet. I typically don't like to like really wet people down too much because I feel like it makes it harder to blend on the sides. So I like to start, I comb it, he wears his hair back typically, so I like to comb it all the way back. And I start right here. I think this is the crown? No. Whatever this part of the head is. And I'm literally just connecting it to this guide liner 2 over here, 2.5. And I'm just bringing that up. And he likes to keep his hair long, so I'm not going to take too much off. And I'm just making like kind of like a mohawk guideline right here. All the way down because you want to get the perimeter too. Now my second guideline is coming across the front. And this is pretty much how I do like 90% of my haircuts. It's kind of like a foolproof technique. And you're just connecting everything. So I'm just bringing this across and I'm connecting this. Now I'm combing everything forward. And I'm just connecting this side to the middle mohawk part. So everything that's sticking out in the middle, I just want to get rid of that. And the last haircut I did on him was completely point cutted, so you might see some things that don't look super even, but that was intentional, so. And I'm using some of this Easy Blade shave gel, just a very little bit. You can always put some on your hand and then just go applying more. Just right around that hairline, pretty much where we went in with the T outliner. Stuff smells so good. Stretching the skin. Kind of going in at different angles because the hair grows in all different angles. Especially around the ears, you want to stretch the skin so you don't cut people. You're shaving and you're wiping. My name is Paula, aka Pau. My Instagram is sweetdealsw33tdeal. I'm in Hoboken, Spash, New Jersey, and that's it.